Hey you guys, so today we are looking at this, which is a, well, what is it? Because I got this from AliExpress. It says SH Figuarts. It has all the logos and things on it. Yeah, so I was on vacation recently and I went into a store in Florida, Florida Mall. Not many stores in there that sell this stuff, but they had this for $111. The supplier that I get figures from here in the UK, one of them, I won't say who it is because I don't want to sound like I'm being mean. They have it for $80, £80. This from AliExpress was $39. So yeah, I was kind of like, well, it'll be a knockoff, it'll be a KO, but looking at it, it has that on there. It has this, which is like a quality control sticker. It has shiny on there. It has these logos down there, copyrights and everything. Legalese on the bottom, which looks pretty good. It has the sticker on the back, choking hazards and things like that sticker, and all the general bumf that you would have on one. So I'm kind of like, oh, I took it out of the box yesterday. It has got squashed, so maybe it was a quality control issue and these were just ones that they need to ship out cheap. But it did get squashed, but then it was just wrapped in bubble wrap and a plastic bag. That is the joys of AliExpress. That is one of the downsides. But I would say 70% of what turns up has a dint in it. But yeah, I am kind of like intrigued by this because it looks good. It looks, through the box, very good. So what do you think so far? Yeah. Right, so let's get this guy out of the box. I've been dying to open this since it arrived yesterday. I had to wait, I had to go to work today. I have to go to work every day. But yeah, let's slide him out of there. So it does have the instructions with it, which do look to be printed correctly and in colour, etc. And the flash. All things about the cape with the rods, different hands, batarang, and how to interchange the head and cape. I may not do that on video now, looking at that, because it looks complicated. Lightning effect on the back card, which is obviously supposed to look like the flash running very fast. So far it's looking good. I'm looking really impressed. These are the rods for the cape on different hands, batarangs. They're giving you 2 batarangs, which is nice. Of course, at some point I am probably going to lose one to the carpet monster. Right, let's get him very carefully out of the box. We should take off the little piece of plastic from the front there. I'm going to put that gingerly over there. Right, he has lots of plastic wrapped around him and a backing piece. It does have, interestingly, bits of plastic, which is a good sign because the real deal that I got recently had this, but they are really difficult to get out, and I'm sure, there's a tab there. There we go. Pop that out of the way. And I guess that's the other tab for this one. Oh, well, that split that. Alright. They do stick these bits in. I know it's to keep them safe and protected, but wow, they do really put them in tight. Right, so far so good. So there is kind of a flexibility to the cape. It does have a rod in the back there. Alright, so let's get him nice and straight. That rod feels really weird, and his head does feel like it's a little bit too far up. Like the cape should be. I suppose if you do that with it, that doesn't look too bad. Let's look at the box. Where's the box? What do you do with the box? Yes, so the cape does look like it goes back a little bit. Right, let's see if he stands. And stands pretty well. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Right. So in the tray we have the Keaton head and the other neck, which I'm not going to do right now but there is the mature Keaton head, which I think looks pretty good. Yeah, this is definitely real because the eyes are very well painted and the hair colour's good. So yeah, I'm thinking this is a real deal. I'm going to go too heavy into the... Well, let's have a look at the hands. Tell you what I'm going to do, because I'm clever with this, because you've seen me fire these things across rooms before. So, we have open palms, kind of grippy, kind of semi-grip, full grip. And we have that on both sides in both sets, and obviously the Batarang there. So yeah, it's repeat on either side of whatever one side has, the other side has. Right, so let's have a look. I did pull his legs out a little bit, get him out of the box. So there's a close-up, which I think is a pretty good Keaton likeness. I have to say, I do like the suit in this film. And I will say, it was a weird one because I kind of enjoyed the Flash movie, but I didn't enjoy the Flash movie. There was a good movie in there. Some of it was good, but it just felt like the special effects were a bit ropey and stuff like that. So it's a weird one. I feel I need to watch it again to make my mind up, but the Batman bits were great. So yeah, so there is the logo, the body armour, the utility belt, which they did in black. I think it should have been yellow. Utility belt goes all the way around the back. There's the DC Comics thing on the back. Yes, this one they didn't put on Marvel. Yeah, the neck thing though seems really kind of, this seems high up, but I'm presuming I'm doing the right thing, kind of feeding the cape back like that. Yeah, looks good. Articulation wise, so there is not really manoeuvrability in the head. A little bit forward, a little bit back, a little bit of tilt either side. Arm out, there is usual ball jointy kind of swivelly things in there. Butterfly joint, so that's got a nice amount of manoeuvrability. That popped off, but it's okay because it's SH Figuarts and they do that. I'm glad they do that because sometimes with these, you just push that a little bit too far. But yeah, it is kind of weird that the joints in there are shiny. Maybe you can see that? The little joints in there are shinier material than the actual black that he is painted. The Bat logo is slightly manoeuvrable. It is slightly off centre. Yeah, I'm guessing because that is removable for when you put the Keaton head on, which I will probably never actually do. So yeah, knees are a shinier colour. We do have manoeuvrability in the middle there, so you're going to get him. He will look up, he will look down, and he will kind of turn to the side because obviously you can turn that there, which I'm not going to do too much because it's a bit stiff. Manoeuvrability at the waist, leg up, leg down. It does have a drop down as well, so you are going to get him to be, you know, into a seated position. And that joint, yeah, it's pretty good. Near butt kicker. Yeah. There is also swivel in the ankle, which means you will get the feet, the legs a little bit further apart. Oops, make a wish. Yeah, I like it. It's just like I said, this bit here is just not to me in the right spot. So I'm going to just try very gently. Let me have a look at the picture. No, I don't fancy doing that on film because it's going to come off and not go back on again. So yeah, maybe just a little bit of jiggery pokery with a hairdryer on there will, you know, just need to bring that down a little bit, and that seems to want to face the other way. Right, I'm looking at the, you know, the things that us men very rarely do, which is looking at instructions. So you take that off, put the head off, put the other one on. Right, choose and attach. Right, so we take that out. That's the, I guess that's the holding pin. All right, yeah, that makes sense. That comes off. Cool. Put that to one side. You then put that. So it gets interesting. So that pin's going to go through there. And that pin's going to go through there. They have put some kind of material on this to make this a little stiffer, which is also nice. And then that's going to go like that. No, it isn't. It's supposed to go like that. Yeah, I'm not going to do that now because I am probably never going to leave it with the Keaton head on anyway. But I just want to see if I can. Where's me? There it is. Right, let's see. That's made it a little softer. Yep, that's made that a little bendier. Right. See if we can get this head back on. So I'm going to try and do. If you can see, there is material on that which has made the neck thicker, which is nice because you don't feel like it's going to rip like so many of these things do. Right, give me a minute and I'm going to get this back together because I need to do this. So we have got the cape back on. I like this. I think this is definitely a genuine figure. And I've got it for a great price. The cape does have a slight, it is sitting a little bit better, but like I say, you can still see, if you're looking at it from that angle, it looks okay. When you look at it from there, you can see there's a gap. So that's something for me to, like I say, work on. Maybe figure out a way to make it so it's more back, like that. But then that's not really how he wears it. Oh, that looks a bit better. Yeah, it's going to be a thing to mess about with and try and get into where you want it. But I think this is a great figure. Maybe not going to be like a groundbreaking favourite. And I will say, if I'd have paid $110 for it, or $111 for it, I would have probably been a little bit upset with it, but I think it's going to get a spot on a shelf. I'm looking around thinking, and he's going to get a spot on a shelf, and I'm going to mess around with the cape, and I will get it how I want it somehow. But yeah, like I said, the Keaton head is pretty good. Block that out. Focus. Oh, don't focus. It's all right. You can stay blurred. The Keaton face is pretty good, and the eyes on this one are also pretty good. Tell you what, where's me? Where's me torch? There we go. Let's see, they are, focus, a lot better looking eyes. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And for like $40, 40 quid, whatever it was, I think it's a pretty good looking figure. So yeah, let's wind this up. If you have enjoyed this figure and you've enjoyed watching the video, then please don't forget, hit the like, share and subscribe buttons. It all helps the channel grow. You know the stuff I usually say at the end of these videos. I think this is brilliant. I think it's got some nice detailing to it, and for the price, it's pretty good. I can see the difference between when I was 100% getting the fakes, and this is definitely not fake. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all have a great day. Hope you have a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye now.